Amber, and for the past 2 years I have been traveling and working around the world. Pursuing my dreams has been the best decision I ever made. Follow me on my journey and learn everything about the tips and tricks along the way. I am currently in Santorini. I'm working as a horseback guide here on a beautiful stable, and I absolutely love it. Every day we make rides towards the beach and also to the caldera. Most of the time, if you type into Google Santorini, you see the white houses, blue roofs. So horse riding in Santorini, like village tours or something? No. We definitely have a lot more than that to offer. So let me show you what we have. One of the rides will bring us to this beautiful area of volcanic rocks. The rocks were formed by the ashes of a big volcanic eruption a long time ago. The main path goes through the rocks and takes about 20 minutes to ride. The path would eventually bring us to the beach, where we would sometimes go for a nice long gallop. Going as hard as you can with the waves coming at you gives this amazing feeling of freedom. On the way back there is this other path going up the mountain, which we will take with a more experienced guest. The other ride we offered goes towards the caldera. This is the cliffside of the island. Here we would ride along the edge of the land, where you have this stunning view covering the whole island. Especially during the sunset, the view you get from here is incredible. In this video I will be explaining about how I become a horseback guide, and will also give you some tips about how you can become one yourself. For the summer 2021, I basically decided I want to spend my summer working as a horseback guide somewhere abroad. I messaged many stables and eventually had the option to choose. I left to Romania to work there as a horseback guide, but only 2 weeks in things just didn't really work out and I got very sick as well, so I decided to go back home again and see it from there. This is something that can also happen, of course. Once I got back home and all better again, I was still very lucky that the other stable I had in contact with still wanted me to come over. So I packed my bags again and headed to Santorini, a small island in the southern part of Greece, to work there as a horseback guide. I was still able to work there for approximately 2 months. I did a lot of rides and spent approximately 5 to 6 hours into the saddle each day, and also of course met a lot of amazing guests. Even though we were making the same rides every single day, no day would ever be the same. If you're curious and want to become a horseback guide yourself as well, I will let you know how I got the job. To become a horseback guide, it's best if you already have a good amount of experience into the saddle. Eventually you might end up guiding like complete beginners, people even for the first time on a horse, so you really have to be comfortable on a horse. Okay, to start off, let's talk about our resume and motivational letter. It's very important to leave an incredible, outstanding first impression, because eventually this will get you into the job. Mention things you have, like if you already have some experience in teaching, if you already have some experience with tourism, guiding, anything useful that's related to the job you're applying for, in this case the horseback guiding. Don't worry if you don't have any experience like guiding. I didn't either, and I still managed to get into the job, so if I can do it, I believe you can do it as well. Put a lot of time and effort into your resume and the email you're writing or the motivational letter, because this in the end will get you into the job. Also do research about what you're applying for, because in this way you can make the best motivational letter ever written. Insert a little bit of your personality, about excitement. Don't make it a boring letter, because people will read it and getting bored and it will not stick into their head. You have to write something that will stick into their head and they are thinking about it even the whole day long. So definitely make something outstanding, make it positive energy into it. It can be a little bit difficult maybe, but definitely you should try and make the best out of it. Next up is applying for jobs. Don't apply for just 1 job or 2 jobs. No, apply for like 100 of jobs. Because in the end, 99 out of 100 times you will get either no response or a no. So you just have to find this really lucky one in between. I applied for hundreds of jobs and eventually got a few responses, and then I had to choose. This is the best option, of course, but it's not easy. It took a lot of time and a lot of effort. Besides the jobs that are already open to take applications, I also wrote a lot of emails just directly to the stables. You can type into Google a place or a stable whatsoever. I typed into Google, for example, stables Greece, stables Romania, stables Spain, and this way you get a list of a lot of stables. You just go to their page, write them an email with your resume, and then hope for the best. Sometimes it can be a little bit demotivated since you maybe don't get a response, or you get a no, another no, another no. But believe me, just keep on writing and applying, and eventually you will get a few yeses, and then you have the option of choosing. Once you get a response, do your research, know what you're signing up for, and also make sure it's worth it. I always make sure to know things about my accommodation, my food, my salary, my insurance, if my transportation will be included, or if I have to make the pay for the transportation myself. These are all kinds of things you should ask and also should know before you're going there. What I most of the time also do is making one or more phone calls or video calls. This way I can get a little bit of the vibe of the people and also of what they are looking for, if it matches or not, because in the end this will give you the experience you're searching for. Yeah, it doesn't always work out as you saw with me in Romania, but anyways, this is the best you can do, and you should definitely do it before you're going anywhere or signing up for anything. I hope this was useful to you. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to contact me on one of my social media channels. Thank you for watching and see you next time.